Hi, welcome to the podcast. I'm Joycelyn, your player one, and today's episode is a little bit different. As you can see, it is Friday, not Saturday. This episode might, I don't know if it actually is gonna be shorter, but it might look a little bit shorter. Um, but before we get into this episode, I'd like to thank Nicole and her multimedia teacher from high school, Mr. Foster. For just the idea of the podcast and like everything that it's become. Uh, when Nicole came up to me one day at lunch and asked if I would record a podcast episode with her about a small indie game for a high school multimedia assignment, I never thought I would end up continuing the podcast for like over a year after that. It's been such a fun time, so I hope you enjoy this shorter mini-sode that helped us start the podcast. And don't forget to catch us tomorrow on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts for a special Q&A episode where I answer all of your questions that you asked on our Instagram. So, I'll see y'all on the next level.
Hi everyone, welcome to Indie House. I'm Nicole, your player one.
And I'm Joycelyn, your player two.
Now wherever you are, get your magnifying glasses ready because we've got a murder mystery on our hands. Or should I say, murder mansion. Today, Indie House, we've got Murder Mansion by Jan Schneider, made in 2019 with Game Boy Studio, and it's available on itch.io. For me, it took about 25 minutes to run through the whole thing.
How did it only take you 25 minutes?
Only?
It took me 48 minutes and 30 seconds. But that's because I was very confused with the controls at the very beginning.
Oh, I see.
I didn't really know how to start the game.
Luckily for everyone listening, if you scroll down, once you go onto the page, it shows you the controls.
Yeah, I'm just... I'm just silly.
Just a little silly goofy, you know?
Silly goofy mood.
So Joycelyn, what did you like about the game?
I really enjoyed the mystery of it. Even though I could kind of tell where it was going from the beginning, it was really fun to work out who did it.
For me, I also thought it was really fun. I also love me a good mystery too. I also found that the game had so much comedic charm to it. It doesn't take itself seriously, which is actually pretty fun. One of my favorite little comedic points was on the detective's ID, Detective Charles Carter. It's very important for everyone to know, apparently, that his favorite food is pasta with mint.
Yes.
Additionally, what stood out was that when you interact with the characters, a huge portrait takes up the full screen of the character. And the portraits are all pixel art, and they are all very well done. Especially the portrait of the dog. Yes, the dog is a character, and yes, the dog is a suspect.
I love the dog.
I love the dog. I just don't think the dog could actually do anything wrong.
Yeah, the dog is perfect.
Dogs can never do anything wrong. What were some things that you would criticize the game for?
I was very, very disappointed that there was no music.
Oh, yes!
That was, like, my biggest thing. I was like, there needs to be, like, mystery music or something.
Yes, it completely messed with the atmosphere for there to be no music at all. While the visuals were amazing for the game, the fact that there was no music at all really threw us for a loop.
Yeah, the whole mood was off.
Did you also find bugs with the box puzzle in the basement?
Yeah, there were, like, some invisible walls.
Yeah, and then when I went through the puzzle the first time, I didn't find any sort of reward or any sort of story point. It was when I tried interacting with everything. After I finished the puzzle, not a single thing happened. So it was like a waste of time, really. What are some extra things that you'd like to say about the game?
I thought it was really fun, and I enjoyed the twist kind of at the end.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I like the twist too. I had no idea that character could have done it. The vibe overall is just super fun. Not only is it nostalgic for it being a Game Boy game, as well as having like a monotone visuals, making it feel like you're in a bit of a film noir, just also the comedic vibe that it gave too was very fun.
Yeah, I liked that it wasn't a very serious game. It was
Yeah.
really easy to play.
Yeah. Additionally, dog. Yeah, just the dog.
The
I just
dog.
love the dog
The
so much.
dog.
Cannot get enough. The dog. When we first saw the dog on the page, that was one of the biggest reasons we.
That's why we chose the game, because of the dog.
Yeah, just you can't resist a good boy, you know. Yeah. Would you recommend this game?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Who would you specifically recommend it to?
I don't know. I think I would get my brother to play it and see if he enjoyed it as much as I did.
Is your brother good with puzzles?
Yeah.
Is he good at figuring out what the controls are?
No.
Oh.
We have the same problem.
What runtime do you think he'll have? Would it be like same as yours or longer?
It might be longer. He might get frustrated and just give up.
Oh my. Oddly enough, I actually found the game quite easy. That was one of the things that I liked about the game. It's not hard to piece everything together once you like poke around and find all the evidence. And then, okay, I gotta reiterate again. When you play the game, please immediately scroll down to see the controls.
Look, I did that, and I still couldn't.
You still did it wrong?
Yeah. I kept pressing select instead of A.
Sorry guys, this is just a player glitch. Anyways, personally, I would say this game is definitely great for anyone who likes a mystery, obviously. And then, if you're a beginner, this is great for you too, because the mystery is easy to solve. And then, if you like funny games, this is a funny game, so it is pretty nice to look at. Well, that's all for today, folks. We'll see you all on the next level. Bye!